Oh, sorry. You didn't find that funny. It's been a while since I've been on a date. You've got to have dark humour in my job. Otherwise I think you'd just be depressed all the time. Oh no, not like to the patients. Oh God, I'm sounding worse by the minute. But like with each other. For example, on Christmas Day. So while everyone else is opening presents and drinking Prosecco at 9 AM, me and Lucy, she's my assistant, on a first year placement, pretty useless but a good crack. Anyway, so we've just rocked up to our shift and I can already tell it's going to be a shocker. You might not know this, but this is the time of year when we see more deaths than the rest of the year, especially New Year's Day. Fun fact, that is the highest death rate than any other day. It's like people are just hanging on just to see if the New Year's any better. Then they realise it's the same shit and pop the clogs. So, we're in the rapid response car. All the ambulances are queuing up outside A&E like it's the Boxing Day sale, so the car is all we've got available. So we're making jokes about festive ways to tell someone that the relative's dead. Like, oh, he's pulled his last cracker and there's no ho ho ho! Oh, sorry, you didn't find that funny. What happened, like, on the job? Do you really want to know? Alright, so that day we get in the car and we see that the first call is from 6 AM the previous morning. That's a whole 26 hours ago. An 80-year-old lady calling in with chest pains. So blue lights go on and we race to get there. Sorry, do you even want to hear about this? Oh, you do? Okay then, so if someone had responded to this call 26 hours ago, then maybe we'd have found dear old June having a cup of tea with a bit of chest pain and heavy breathing. But we didn't. We found June in full-blown cardiac arrest. I start working on her immediately. Lucy's only an assistant, like I said, so she can't do much other than pass me the things that I need. She's calling for backup. No answer. But I don't stop working, and I'm shouting at June, telling her to listen to me, to stay with me. I know that the calls are just piling up on a system, and then they're just a number. But when you're there, with someone dying, with pictures of their kids and grandkids on the wall, well, it doesn't feel like they're just a number, does it? And I start feeling this familiar anger as I'm pushing on this lady's ribcage. Like, I feel so guilty that I'm angry, but I am. I'm angry that I'm here with someone unqualified because there's no other staff available. I'm angry that there's still no one answering my call. I know that ambulances are in queues outside the hospital, each with someone's mum or brother or child inside, but there's not enough beds to take them in, and there's just no room, but people are dying in the corridors when they could be saved from whatever they're dying of, but you can't just plug an oxygen machine in on a corridor, and there's no room, and still no one's answering my call. I try again. I just keep trying, and I call and there's still no answer. And I look at Lucy and there's pure fear in her eyes because I'm going to need her to take over soon. But if anything goes wrong, like, it's a hell of a lot of paperwork and we're both in the shit and there's still no one answering my fucking call! Did she die? Yeah. She died. Well, when we got back to the car, the radio was still going off like crazy. Calls backed up for hours. Feels like I'm drowning. We all are. The whole health system is on the brink of collapse. It's an engine running on empty and one day it's just going to stop. Well, yeah, I could just quit, but a lot of people are, and I don't blame them. I started this career to help people, not to decide who lives and dies. Oh, the bill? Yeah, sure.
So I can reveal your writer was, yes, Sophie Wright. Yeah,
that was fab. That story was inspired because I went on a night out with a group of nurses and paramedics. Everything in it is true, what they told me on that night out, and yeah, that's where that came from really. But thank you so much. That was fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.